table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with bros. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You rockin' with Frozen and bros. We now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with bros. Look at me. Look at me. It's Big Froze, Big Froze. Big Froze, Big Froze. Now that you see it, they watch me like they watch the news. We don't do no talking, we know what they do for the views. If I took a loss, no, I got it all back. They just wanna talk, so we gonna talk facts. Got it out the mud, got it out the mud. Really on the blood, really on the blood. Yeah, they know it's up, yeah, they know it's up.
Frozy, welcome back to the channel, man. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. It's Friday. My get day. You know the vibes. You know, on Friday I like to do a little bit of extra. A little wax, a little dabber, maybe a little oil or something like that once the kids go to bed, obviously. But on Friday I like to get a little bit more sedated, if you will. So, I'm pretty excited about that. I can't lie. Can't lie. Everything going good around this Jolski, Did y'all see Chilla versus Rosenberg Raw? It dropped yesterday. I don't know where it dropped. Oh, yes, I do. FrozenbergTV. We own it. It dropped on our shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a movie. Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, humbly speaking, I played the lottery. Yeah, I played the lottery. Hold on. Let me just test this motherfucker real quick, because God bless the nigga right now, right? Not only is he... Real quick, you know what's crazy? No. Freaky, I went and checked his page, right? This dude who keeps saying 7 weapons, Rosenberg, when somebody comments, I can check all of their comments on my channel. I don't know who that is, bro, but he used to post in our chat every day. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. One day he flipped. So he was on a squad at one point. But at one point, TFK Flight, he switched into a yik yucker like his mother. So he used to support. He used to, all his comments, hit that like button. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. He must have said some shit and we must have kicked him or something, because he's been trolling ever since. But he wasn't always a yik yucker. That's one thing I peeped when I clicked on his page. So, just watching the battle and being reminded I was on the channel, man, it was a very different experience for me watching the battle. I'm a little tired today, but I'm full of energy. Don't worry about it. I'm going to find it by 11 o'clock, right? Bros had me out a little past my bedtime. We had a fire-ass recap on Bro's show. Super dope. I performed Looney Tunes live on his show yesterday. Yeah, man, yeah, Bizzo, he just started tugging zippers. He's a zipper gripper. You know the vibes. And if I sneeze, your kids are having a 2-hour delay. Bro's talking. A1215. Yo, Froze, it's my birthday. Happy fucking birthday, gang. You shitting me? Hold up. DM me your addy, bro. I'm gonna send you some merch. Yeah. AK, go on IG or anywhere on my email. And I'll send you some merch, bro. For sure. Happy birthday. Happy fucking birthday. You know what's fire, AK? You want to know what's fire, Gangy? My twin's birthday is tomorrow. And my middle daughter's birthday is on Monday. Yeah, so you and my kids is right around the Yeah. Yep. I got 2 birthdays for my kids in the next 4 days. Very excited about it, as you probably could assume. And then I'm old school, right? I'm old school, y'all. So, I slap both them birthdays together and let's just do it on one day, I don't want to do that. All right, babe. We don't have to do that. Fuck it. Let's buy 2 cakes. Let's invite 2 different sets of people over. Let's have 2 different groups of people running around in our house. Let's get, well, come on. Why? That sounds like a better idea. Why don't we just have 2 birthday parties on 2 different days? Sounds like a great idea, babe. The fuck? So, it's my favorite month of the year. 2 birthdays back to back for 3 people. Remember, it's my twins' birthday. They 2 old niggas. That's 2 people. And then my daughters. Hit that like button for that. Then I got 3 birthdays in 48 hours. Why don't y'all hit that super chat button? Hit that cash app too. They look, they y'all nieces and nephews, I thought. Ain't they y'all nieces and nephews? So that's my favorite time of the year, y'all. Birthdays. My sons don't really give a shit. They turning 3. They don't care. You know what I mean? They get toys and all that shit. They don't care. They don't do shit but bite everything and touch everything and pour everything. So it don't matter. It don't matter. But yeah, so we'll do a watch tomorrow. I'll pull up tomorrow. AB, I saw you in the chat. Don't get too excited. 2:30 appointment. I'm coming up there to get my hair cut. Better be there. Type shit. Brosie in the building. So we'll do that. We'll do the watch with y'all on a chiller battle tomorrow. Today we just gonna rock out, celebrate a little bit, talk a little bit of ish. You know what I should have did? I should have did a StreamYard stream so I could open the phone lines. I missed that one, y'all. Today should have been a fan day. Okay, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do fan day tomorrow. Yo, cool thing about the chiller battle was I hadn't watched it in so long. It was a fresh watch for me. I also was getting fatigued in the sense of like, maybe this shit wasn't as hot as I thought it was. And then it dropped and it was hotter than I remembered. It was hotter than I remembered. This is a video I saw. I don't know if you guys saw this. With Emerson Kennedy and shit. You know what I mean? It was circulating around. He had made a weird comment. Geechi called in, and then he was talking about stuff like y'all don't know what people go through, what people what may make them do something or have to do something, or what the repercussions are if they don't do something. And I was like, EK, repercussions. What are you talking about, EK? I don't know if that one slipped or repercussions. No, AB, I scheduled what they would let me, nigga. They wouldn't let me pick a full haircut, so I had to pick beard trim. I'm pulling up though. Fuck all that. That's y'all system. All you had was a beard trim up and a dye job available. You didn't have a full cut available. It was almost like they was cutting your time in half, AB. So all I did was order the mustache cut, the beard and trim, just so I could get a scheduled on. But I'm pulling up for a full cut, respectfully. So if anybody's scheduled after that, and we not giving me a quick butter knife butcher cut either, because you only got 15 minutes. We not doing that. Yeah, I want the full cut. The good John. And shit, I'm your cousin and I'm the celebrity. You make your other customer wait. You make your other customer wait. I'm going to start pulling up to the barbershop, and whoever in the chair, niggas just going to start getting up. I don't give a fuck if you halfway through, if you lining them up, if you only got one side of the scalp shaved. I'm going to just, when I walk in that motherfucker, I'm going to just start snapping. Come on, bro. He finished you when he done me. No diddy. Yeah, I'm going to just start making niggas get up. I'm going to just start taking capes off and shit. You know, I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm gonna just start taking capes off. Come on, bro. Get up here, finish you in a little bit. Come on. You know? You talking that celebrity shit, you got the tip like it. Ask Josh from the steakhouse. So should I cancel it, AB? Let me know. I ain't trying to waste somebody's time. All right, should I cancel that joint, AB, coming another day? Let me know. Because I don't really want to play no fucking games. Let me know, gang. I'll reschedule it. Let me know. You want me to reschedule that joint until Sunday? I pay you now, lock it in. We see each other on Sunday. What you want to do? You let me know. Because I don't want to be, running down on clients and shit. Fucking up. See you in a little bit. All right, buddy. Say less. What if dude in the barber chair is asleep? I'm going to slap the shit out of him. Wake up. Like it's count time in prison. I'm going to slap the shit out of him. Pow. Count, nigga. Fuck you talking about. But what I think EK meant wasn't how people perceived it. Primo Ralph in the building. You see that battle, Ralph? I know you did because you was in the chat. I don't even want to say dude name that he was arguing with. Y'all obviously can see it. But Bull be clout chasing so much that the moment anybody with any motion say his name, he start running around in circles in his crib doing documentaries on niggas. So he's been looking for this type of content and shit like that. He obviously heard what EK said and he started, breaking it down of how so Geechi called him and 15 minutes later he's saying Geechi had to do it or it was going to be repercussions. Geechi already making his case to do, you know what I mean? It'd just be really, really scraping knees, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I saw this. EK sent the message out about Geechi, about the bloggers telling people not to donate. You see certain bloggers, ain't nobody tell them to steal from prescription stores and shit like that. Here's my thing. And I'm not highlighting anybody. So if the shoe fits, wear it. If you aren't going to donate for Geechi's legal team or his bail, that is totally your choice. And you can have a strong opinion on why you don't want to help him or you don't want to donate. You have every right to feel like that. No, I don't want to donate to people who commit crimes. Okay, that's how you feel? Fine. It's not a crime to feel like that. I won't even call you names for feeling like that. You're entitled to feel like that. But to then, if you have any type of platform, try to steer other people away from doing it, that's so fucking lame to me. That's so corny to me. You don't have to support it or share it. You don't have to tell people, hey, go support. But to tell people and entice people not to support, it's so fucking corny, bro. How could you love battle rap, be in love with battle rap, a full-time battle rap, whatever, know what we rap about, know the context of some of the stuff we rap about, know the where it comes from, where a lot of us come from, what things a lot of us have said to entertain you over the years. A lot of it is crime-based bars, same shit you cheered for and same shit he wildin', he got believability, right? But then he get locked up for doing what he rapping about. I'm not asking you to applaud that, but you don't have to steer people away from supporting him. It's whack as fuck, bro. It's so whack. I don't care who you are. If you're doing that, you're whack as fuck. I don't care if you feel like that yourself. You're allowed to feel like, but I ain't giving Geechi no fucking money. Geechi wasn't always nice to everybody. He might have said some slick shit to a bunch of these bloggers. That's the type of dude Geechi was. He say whatever the fuck he want when he want. So maybe he rubbed a few people the wrong way at some point. No did he? And they feel like, I ain't helping him now. Cool. But, you know, to be trying to tell people, y'all shouldn't support a drug dealer. It's like, what? Allegedly, he's not even fucking that. We don't know what he is. You know? That shit corny. And if I sent him a couple dollars, I'm not telling nobody. If you guys want to support Geechi, I think you should. If you don't, you shouldn't. But don't use fucking platforms and shit like that to steer people away. That nigga got kids, bro. He should have thought about that when he was doing that. He probably did thought about that when he was doing it. That's why he was doing it. Might have been a little fucked up on paper. Couldn't figure out how to navigate it at the time, so he made a move. I'm not judging him. Would I have done it? Probably not. But I don't know where his mindset was and where he was at. Don't try to steer people away from helping him if they want to help him. Fucking clowns. Okay, Mav Hoffa got fried on Twitter on the last 48 hours. Not gonna lie, I want to catch y'all up to speed on that, okay? All right, let me see. Hold on. I don't like y'all be seeing my search engines and shit like that. I don't be looking up no freaky shit. No Sarah J. No Sarah J. And they were lighting Math the fuck up about this. And Math's not really likable in the culture and shit like that. So, you know, whenever it's a chance to get down on him, nigga ain't gonna miss it on Math, respectfully. I mean, why his corny ass Twitter so hard to find, Math? Like, Math, your Twitter corny as shit. I want to let you know that, first of all. But shout out to you on the show. You got a great show. Your Twitter corny as shit, and I shouldn't have to go through this much to find it, bro. At Math Hoffa is fine. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. I tweeted him, so I could just go to my tweets. I could just go to my tweets and then click his name off the tweets that I sent type shit, right? I'm still learning this computer shit, y'all. Bro said I was coloring in 11th grade. It's not completely a lie, but not completely the truth. I'll leave it there. Oh, did y'all see this before we get to that? Look at this, chat. Ooh. I got this, so I'm going to check the views for the Chiller battle last night, and this shit swoop up on the screen like an animation. I thought somebody hacked my fucking page. I said, what the fuck is this? Your video was 38 in the United States. The fans hyped A Vicky A Verb this. Yeah. That's motion. That's motion. 37. A Verb, you was running around for 2 weeks showing everybody Twitter views. Right? You was running around talking, you know, remember, you cut your comments off, so everybody had to come to Twitter to comment on your song, which led you to get more views than everybody, even though it was the worst song out of the disc. Different topic for a different day. What about this, Verb? You see this? Post where your shit went, Verb. Where was your shit in the United States last month, when we all dropped the diss tracks? Let me know. You was talking shit. You was hating. Hey, Vicky did fucking numbers. We shrimp on the Barbie. We cooked you. You tried to step on it. You ain't never say the track was ass, though, Verb. I respected that. I never once heard you say my diss to you was ass. Even if you ain't like it, even if you thought it was unnecessary, you thought I was cloud chasing, any of those things you thought, I didn't hear you say Froze diss is ass. I didn't hear that. I respect that, Verb, because it wasn't ass. I respect that. You know, I gotta call a spade a spade. Ooh, y'all super in this morning? Okay, J44 sent the membership, sent 2 memberships. Primo Ralph pulled up, salute to the Zizone. D Will, let's go. Pretty roster. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. I'm on the supers today, y'all. Send them. I'm on them. Froze versus Chiller battles fire. We'll get to that soon. That's not exactly a compliment. What? That I respect the fact that he didn't say my shit was trash? Gutter City, Capo? Speaking of Gutter City, we're going to get to y'all in a minute. Yeah. We're going to get to y'all. Y'all part of the show today, too. Capo, Gutter City Capo. We're glad you're here. The person just told me they're going to send B-Day merch, too, is the one who yelled, yes, he is, to you being facing the RB. For real? That was him? When he said, you were not the face of RBE, and the nigga was like, yes, he is. That's AK. That's the boy birthday in my chat. How the fuck you know that, Primo? That's all right, hold the fuck up. All right, no. All right, that's your boy, that's your bro Al? Oh, he was with you. That's crazy. Y'all know I met Primo Ralph at the battle and then started working with him a month or two later. He was in VIP with me. Of course he was. Big money Primo Ralph. Of course you were in VIP. Where else would you be? In general admission? Yeah. He just wanted to make sure he let me know, yeah, I had a section, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Them sections was expensive too, Ralph. But I know how you carry it. Respectfully. All right. I got to. So is bro from Philly? Of course he is. AK215. I'm pulling up on you this weekend. Fuck all that send me your address shit. I'm gonna pull up on Ralph. You know Ralph? I'm gonna pull up on Ralph. We gonna pull up on you. I got you, AK. I'm pulling up on Ralph this weekend, and then we gonna pull up on you. I got you. Ralph, I ain't gonna lie to you. No glaze, no. Hold on. Respectful glaze. You know, respectful. Ralph might have been the best nigga I met in 2026. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Since I done met this nigga, he done made sure he let me know he down for what we doing. And I can't even tell you about the investments, but just all I mean I done known him for almost a month now. We talking about 4 hoagie trays. Just on call. Hey, Froze, what you doing? All right, come pick up this hoagie tray. The nigga catering dinners at the crib, yo. Nigga took me to the 7-star in steakhouse. Nigga done helped me buy the chiller battle. I'm telling you. Ralph, where you from, Ralph? I just want you to put in the chat. What city you from, Ralph? Do this for me. This is just shits and giggles, Ralph. What city you from? Where you from, Ralph? Ralph, tell them where you from, Ralph. I need them to know. W Glaze chat. W Glaze in the chat. You know? Nah, he's not from Pottsville. Where'd Sugar Shane Ralph go? Nah, Ralph's not from Pottsville. Little Glaze is all right, just a little bit. A little bit. Blicky facts make easy work with a block captain. All right, this was fire, y'all. I can't lie to you, man. I felt so accomplished when I saw this because you gotta understand. You see where Ralph said he was from? Where Ralph say he was from? He said, I'm from Philly, Froze. Yeah, okay. All right. I just wanted some Philly rappers to hear that. Yeah, I just wanted them to hear Ralph. I just wanted them to hear it. A lot of niggas be having a lot to say about Froze. You know, he not from the city. All right. Ralph from the city. You know, he ain't sponsoring you niggas. I'm just saying. Niggas be hating. You know. He from Philly. Ain't that a coincidence? Free Caps. Caps got booked. What the fuck could Caps would have did to go to jail? Hold on. Somebody explain that to me before we get on the free Cap shit. Is that real? What the fuck could Caps have done to go to jail? Because I'm not going to lie to you. Nah, one-arm robbery is crazy. Y'all gonna get me fired up for his community different, y'all. Somebody gonna clip that up and clip me up laughing at that joke. And he's gonna be like, you talking to me? Frozenberg, you talking to me? And you already know how you got. You talking to me? No, Caps, I just thought the joke was cool. Yeah, like I say, Caps don't fucking go nowhere. How he go to jail? How the fuck you commit a crime in your crib? All right, I need to confirm if he actually booked, because I seen like 3 free hymns. I don't know if y'all trolling or not. I'm ready to call Caps. Yeah, hold on, y'all. We calling Caps. Caps only answer my oh, no, I ain't gonna front on him. Hold on. Nah, he just posted the top 50 battle rappers an hour ago. Y'all be tripping, man. Cap's cool. No Cap slander in the chat, respectfully, TJ. I mean, we ain't slandering, but niggas just say what they want in this joint, just like everybody doing a platform. We ain't treading carefully or not, or not saying anything. Yeah, nah, you know. Me and Caps talk. I ain't no issue with him, but we ain't got to tread carefully because of nobody. We'll fuck who it is. Ain't nobody slandering, but we say whatever the fuck we want in this joint. We don't care about none of them niggas. On that type time where I won't say something. If I gotta say something to Caps, I will. I ain't got nothing to say to Caps, but just truth be told, if I did, I would. Shout out to Caps though. You know? Well, no cat slander and shit like you shaking something in here or something. You shitting me? Caps get that old English in him and say whatever the fuck he want. I don't be hearing you no such and such slander in his chat. Say what the fuck I want. No, I'm not dragging it. You dragging it. You dragging it. Oh, you dragging it. No, you dragging it. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm getting my bag. We good. I'm tripping. Hold on. All right. We got it, Froze. I'm making sure. I'm just making sure you got it. Just in case you didn't. What were you talking about? Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa, okay. All right, where the fuck did I say this at? Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. Okay, so Matt Hoffa tweeted this the other day. My daughter got her period yesterday. Pray for me. Now, gotta be honest with you. They lit him the fuck up severely off of this tweet. I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, this nigga went viral off this tweet right here. Bruh, that's her personal business. Delete this. I mean, that has 9,000 likes on it. Okay. There's no good comments here. There's like 9-1. There's a couple dads like, yo, bro, I feel where you was coming from. This ain't a safe space. XYZ. There's like 1 out of every 15 comments. There's a, yo, all right, bro, I get it. This ain't a safe space. I'm a girl dad. But they were lighting him the fuck up. Now, as a girl dad, when I read the tweet, I just gotta be honest with y'all. All right. When I first read the tweet, I'm trying to show y'all the quote tweets because that was where it really got jumping. I don't know why it's not letting me see the quote tweets. No, I don't want to repost this shit. I want to see the quote tweets because the quote tweets got crazy. It was getting crazy on him in them Jones. Oh, view quotes. God, here we go. Here we go. Niggas going outside. Why the fuck would you announce this on the internet? Weird ass nigga. Real family concrete. I don't know who he is, but this has 56,000 likes. This has 4,500 retweets and 130 comments. This is a viral tweet of him responding. Like the light that's being shed on this Math Hoffa tweet is fucking insane. This alone has 4,000 fucking reposts and a bunch of view quotes itself. Like people are responding to his tweet, responding to Math. This shit literally went viral, bro. Of him saying, my daughter got her period yesterday, pray for me. All right, let's break this down. As a girl dad, again, I totally understand where his mind was when he made the tweet. So I tweeted him. And I tweeted him my true feelings because I seen everybody getting at him and, you know, really violating him off of this tweet. So what I did was I read the tweet. I thought about it. And then I literally I responded in the exact way that I felt without trying to violate him. So here's what I said. I said, I understand the innocence in your mind when you tweeted this. I have 5 daughters, which all of y'all already know that. Outside of it being her moment and something she's going through, your tweet made it about you. I get it. She's growing up. Heart emoji. Best thing for her right now is privacy and support. Much love. You know, you know, it's that simple. I thought it was tacky, tasteless, and a little inappropriate, if you will. But I don't think Math was coming from a bad place. Again, I exactly think it was what I said it was. He just made it about him. The pray for me. And I took that as my daughter's growing up. She's coming of age. My little girl is becoming a young woman. And, you know, oh, yeah, you know, you got to like your own tweets, Brody. You got to. Look, not only do I like my own tweets, look, I hit this bitch with a little repost just to keep it floating around type shit. You know what I mean? That's a little Twitter trick if you a Twitter head, right? You just got to know the game. When you want to tweet to get a little bit more juice and shit like that, you just repost it yourself and that shit, free game. You thought you called me. Nah, nigga. Nah, I'll be liking my shit. So that's where I felt like he was coming from. Using something that was a very private moment for his daughter, and he tweeted it. Every girl in the world gets one. And I probably think that's where Math was thinking. Every girl gets a period. It's something they all go through. What are we talking about? Why is this so sacred? Because it is. It's something that we don't go through, no matter how much we try to minimize it, how much we don't think it's a big deal. If you live with a woman, if you have daughters, you understand what period month is like. It is very real for them. Their whole identity, their swag, their confidence, their attitude, everything shifts during this period for some. No pun intended. When I said period, during the time period of a period. It's their time, right? It's their time, and we don't have to understand it. We don't have to get it, but it's something that's very, very personal and sacred to women. And Matt tweeting this, I mean, his daughter might not have a Twitter. She might not have a social media to see this. But the truth of the matter is, things like this live forever. He could delete this tweet, it's snapshot, and it's up on the internet forever. And her day wasn't for battle rap or Math Esper's opinions fans to know about that. And it was just tacky. It was tacky. It was tacky. But I thought the response that people were giving him, I thought it was harsh. Respectfully, that's just my opinion. I do understand not wanting to see the tweet and him shouldn't tweet it and respecting her privacy. But I mean, there were people calling him the P word. There were people saying call children and youth. People were calling him sickos. And, I didn't see it that way at all. I didn't see it that way at all. Exactly, Bruce. Tell your mom eat a yick. Yeah, respectfully. This isn't something you should be speaking on, Froze. I can speak on whatever the fuck I want. And if you don't like it, you can get up out of here. There was a message behind what I was saying. I don't give a fuck how long you've been here, how much you've been a supporter. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can get the fuck out. Because one thing I don't play with is kids. And this was something that went viral. I'm not keeping it going. We have 500 people in here every single day. There was more than 60,000 people that was sharing this tweet, that was retweeting this. And all I was doing was trying to raise awareness on how I felt about it as a father, giving him some advice and also giving an opinion on it, something that he made public. So I'll speak on whatever the fuck I want to speak on respectfully. And I wasn't coming from a place where I'm trying to drag Math, make Math look bad, or talk about his daughter in an appropriate way. But when it comes down to the kids and shit like that, I'm very informed about it. Very informed about it. And no, I'm not the best father in the world, but I am a father. You understand what I'm saying? And of 5 daughters, I felt more than qualified to have an opinion on this topic. More than qualified. Yeah, I did. I'm not talking crazy. I'm talking how I want to talk. Why don't you stop telling me what to talk about? Fuck is you. You don't got to tell me what I can talk about. Yeah, Froze, you just keeping it going. No, I'm not. That's not what I was doing. You know what I mean? Covering is just not solid. Here, I'll show you something that's solid. I'll show you how not solid it is. Since it's not solid. Since you don't want to hear the dialogue on the show again, we'll holler at you tomorrow, good brother. Respectfully. Love is love. Thank you for your support. Yeah. We'll holler at you tomorrow when we talk about something where you're more interested in. Since you're not interested in the topic we was talking about, let me help you get the fuck up out of here. Yeah. Much love. Fuck you talking about. Make it seem like I'm on some goofy shit. You niggas is fucking weird. Just like half the people who was fucking shitting on him and talking about he this and that for posting something personal that he shouldn't have posted. But I'm not judging him as a father. I ain't judging him as a father. Overly qualified to talk about this, nigga. Do you got daughters? Teenage daughters? Do you? All right, so you ain't even qualified to listen to this shit. Fuck are you talking about? I ain't qualified to speak about it. You ain't qualified to listen about it, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? The point of this was I thought Math caught a raw deal. No diddy. Even though I disagreed with him putting the tweet up. I thought he caught a raw deal. I thought people overreacted to that. Even though it was tacky, even though he shouldn't have tweeted it. Respectfully, Froze. Yeah, fuck out of here. Shut up. Holler at you another day. Or maybe you don't ever come back to the zone. Well, fuck it then. Nice knowing you. Fuck is you talking about? My bad, y'all. I don't be liking that shit. When something comes from a good place and motherfuckers be trying to twist shit and like that, let me get a sip of coffee. I had a classy response to a tacky situation. Type shit. You know? Stop being sensitive, Froze. Don't argue with the chat. Yo, watch your comments. Let me put a warning out there real quick. Watch what you comment. Now you getting me on it. Watch what you comment today. Watch what you comment. Because check me out. It's not about getting fucking emotional. One thing I like to do is engage with my chat because I like to think we got a thorough chat. And I do believe that. I know there's yik yuckers out of 580 people. I know there's about 62 yik yuckers. If the shoe fit, wear it. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you. I'm going to say what I want to my chat. You know, I can't, you can't have it both ways. When we having good engagement, we talking about good topics and shit like that, I engage with y'all. Right? But when, like, you know, you guys say something that we disagree on, I engage with y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how it is. And respectfully, when it comes to children and topics like that, I am sensitive. Very sensitive. And I'm not apologetic for that. I won't apologize for being sensitive when it comes to little girls and little kids and shit like that. We can disagree. Telling me what to speak on ain't disagreeing with me, though. Telling me what I should be speaking on ain't disagreeing with me, though. You know, that ain't disagreeing. We're not disagreeing. You're telling me I shouldn't speak on something. I'm shedding light on, you know what I'm saying? So that's all. Respectfully. You know, respectfully. Fuck you talking about. I love how when I kick somebody, they got to go make a new page to come back and comment. That takes effort. But I'm emotional. I'm emotional. But when I kick a nigga out the chat, he make a new page, come back just to comment something. 2-1 froze. 2-1 froze. All right. Let's get back to the show because Yik Yucker's trying to blow. Is it almost 11 o'clock yet? It's 10:59. All right, you know what? On Friday, I reserve the right to up Zod time to 10 minutes. Y'all cool with that? y'all cool with that? Mike Scott talking about Froze chill. Mike, only reason I'm gonna listen to you because you 6'7". The rules don't change for you, Mike Scott. I don't give a fuck that you was an NBA player and you used to hit threes in the corner for the Sixers and we cool and we linked up at the motherfucking ill will battle and you know, that's the only reason I'm gonna let you slide, Mike Scott. I see you. Hey, Froze chill. 2 reasons I'm gonna let you slide. 1, you 6'7", and 2, I watch you beat Eagle fans the fuck up. Other than that, Mike Scott, rules don't change for you. You feel me? Mike talking about, hey, Froze, just chill. Fuck you talking about, Mike? Motherfucker get a little 6'7", a little 6'8", just think they can throw chills around. Nah, Mike Scott my guy too. Yeah. Like you talking about. Where you been at, Mike? We seen you in the chat in a minute. We stand on business type shit. Jay Elevate. Don't kick him, y'all. Let me read this. Froze you good, but we can't comment or have an opinion on anything because these mods dick ride so much we get blocked, so it's not even worth the engagement. Okay. All right. Let's do something real quick. Mods. Y'all can kick whoever you want. Fair, right? That's what you got the mod for. But everybody don't have to agree with everything I say. And if they disagree with me, that doesn't mean they should be kicked out of the chat, respectfully. I'm not saying any of y'all have done that or haven't done that, right? But you know when somebody violating. So if I have an opinion on something and somebody in the chat says, nah, Froze, I don't agree with you at all, don't kick them. For what? They allowed to not fucking agree with me. It'd be the yik yucking comments. You know what I mean? That's all. So, you know, just for the mods moving forward and shit. If somebody disagrees with me, y'all ain't gotta kick them. Y'all can kick poop whenever y'all want. Be fair. Y'all can kick poop anytime you want. But anybody else though, just make sure they violating before we kick them. Just make sure they violate. And we know what violating is. And I'd rather y'all be safe than sorry. So if y'all kick somebody that rightfully don't deserve to be kicked, we'll talk about that in our mod chat. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. I'd rather y'all be safe than sorry. So if you feel like somebody violating, kick them. But if you don't, No. My bad. I respect that comment, though, bro. I respect that comment. Let's get to some supers. Hold on. Okay. Salute to Froze and the whole zone. I had Froze 3-0. Good shit, gang. Thank you. Who watched the battle, chat? I got Froze 3-0 respectfully. Congratulations, Froze number 38. Toughest opponent you written for. Good question. Charlie Clips. Charlie Clips. Without a shadow of a doubt. Nobody's even close. I got to be honest with you. Nobody's even close. Nobody. Nobody I had to prepare for was remotely layered or as talented as Charlie Clips. And y'all know how much I get on Clips for the bullshit. That third round was a reminder that welcome to the big leagues. Yeah, you just thought you was up 2-0 on me, arguably. 1-1 going into the third. Yeah. Scariest battle I ever had to prepare for was Ill Will. Partially because I respected him and because ARP used to fucking put him on his pedestal like he was Jesus himself. He told me straight up, my third battle back. JC was in the proving grounds. I was fucking 18, 19 when I did that battle. I didn't even know how to battle. I just knew how to rhyme. You know, respectful Glaze. So, you know, those two guys for sure. Those guys for sure. I mean, I promise you, going into the third round versus Clips, I mean, I wish y'all could read my mind. I'm like, I'm the fucking best in the world. I'm talking to myself as I'm finishing my second before he thought his third, because the second I had was so cold, and I arguably thought I won the first. So we get into that third round. Hold on. TJ said 5 gifts. Much love. Big Mike Lowry, Spark, whoever your name is that Davis Banks, Gutter City Capo. Welcome to the zone. Your first one is free. Your second one is not. Y'all buying Gutter City niggas memberships. I better see some Frozone memberships bought in Eazy Live later on. You know? So, if you could read my motherfucking mind in the Clips battle, I'm telling my you niggas, I'm so cold. I'm so nice at this shit. I don't know why niggas even had me mid-tier at some point. Like, look what I'm doing to Charlie Clips. You know what I mean? Y'all act like these niggas is nice, and I'm sure, you know, and then he started going. And I'm like, ooh. Now, when he played the Geechi audio, I thought that was laughable. Geechi never even remotely came close to chumping me. I've never been chumped in my life. But he played audio from a time where I critiqued Geechi's third round. Geechi had a battle. I forget what it was, but I thought Geechi outright fucking sucked in the battle. And I said it. So he got in a space talking all crazy, which I didn't hear until afterwards, but I pulled up because people were sending it to me. And Geechi starts off the conversation like, yo, we not on no tough shit. We not going to go at each other. We not going to be saying none of that back and forth. I don't do this internet shit, yada, yada, yada. And I said, yeah, that's not even in my character. Responding to the internet shit. He made it seem like I said Geechi was pressing me. And I'm like, nah, Geechi, I ain't on no street shit. But y'all couldn't really hear that in the pay-per-view because he played the audio over his phone. So when he was playing that, I'm like, dickhead, that was a dumbass angle. But then when he got into the text message and shit, I knew I was in trouble when Adam reached for his phone. I'm like, no, I'm in a blender and I don't have the ability to respond to this in real time. I didn't write anything about this. Learned a lot that battle. So Clips. Anybody see that Mickey live last night? Why did ARP do that? I'll never understand. I don't want to explain that for him. Next time he go live and that comes up, ask him. You just ask him and see if he'll give you what made him. He got caught up in the moment, I believe. You know, I always was mad at him about that because I've seen him be people include him and add him in battles, and I just seen him stand and look. If you go watch the Adi Boom battle versus Big K, when Big K was exposing Adi Boom, Big K tried to hand him the paperwork, and ARP didn't take it. He said, I'm just a host, bro. I'm just a host. Did that change for the fucking Clips battle, eh? Where was that restraint for me? Damn. You know? Big K tried to hand him the paper. Huh? You want to read it? He said, I'm just a host. I'm just a host. Clips say it, the motherfucker. That's Clips greatness, though. Clips made him a part of the battle. Had him reacting to shit that he wasn't supposed to be reacting to. Gotta give credit to Clips for that. You know, so. But yeah, to answer your question, great question. That was a good question. All right. Mickey did a live about Eazy yesterday. Now, in the live, he was speaking about the Cassidy versus Eazy battle, and I believe that Mickey gave, yeah, Froze, it changes because the situation is about him. Fair. No, fair. I'm just making a joke, Cole. There's some truth to what I'm saying, but no, it was a different situation. And also, Big K's greatness is totally different from Clips. The way Clips set that up, I almost feel like he made at him go in his pocket. Oh, I sent you the text messages in the second round. You know, like, that was Clips' greatness. You got to give him some credit for that. Bros, I'm ashing in the ashtray today, not on the mic stand. So, the birds is fire. Thank you, Brody. So, Mickey had gave Cassidy the first round. And I'm guessing Eazy had texted him and, you know, said something to the effects like, yo, you know, I lost all respect for you or some shit like that. You know, how could you give him the first round and shit? Now, respectfully, Eazy's notorious for sending those text messages out. If you know, you know. Case in point, if you remember about a month ago, ARP and Clips rehearsed that before the battle. Gunna City, California. I don't know. I can't give ARP that case. I've asked him, did you know he was going to do that? He's emphatically told me no every time I've asked him. Like, I've asked him twice. And he says, no, I didn't know he was going to do that. But I asked him. So, you know, Eazy has a history of sending those messages out. If you remember about a month ago, ARP did a blog on Eazy, and he was getting at him because Eazy had sent him a text message saying he lost all respect for him or something to the sort off of an opinion that ARP had. And I remember ARP did the You Fucking Brat blog. That was over text messages that Eazy has sent him. Two things. One, in our sport, whether the reason, the biasness, the favoritism, whatever the reason is just that. But the people will always speak in our culture. It's why we don't have a point system. It's why we really don't have a way to choose a winner and a loser in our culture. We don't. But why is that? Because it's been this way forever. Before Rosenberg, before Eazy, before any rappers that weren't part of the first generation. The people will speak. They always do. Now, again, I paraphrase that by saying, yes, sometimes there's biased opinions. A lot of times there's favoritism. A lot of times we skew the system that's really not a system depending on who we like. There is truth to that. But nevertheless, different topic for different day. The people speak in our culture. You know, like when Eazy went on that run on URL, when he was fucking up the whole bracket before he went solo and moved to Chrome, the people were speaking. Right? That's how he got undefeated on the act. The people were speaking. We love Eazy. Gun titles. The people were speaking. You know? And y'all crazy. And that's the way it works. There are a lot of people who gave Cassidy the first round. I gave Eazy the first round. But let me be clear on something. I edged it to Eazy. I didn't think Eazy's first round was great versus fucking Cassidy. I don't think neither of their rounds were great. Literally. And I don't think neither one of them did anything to separate themselves in a clear gap. But again, I gave Eazy the first round. I edged it to Eazy. But with that being said, if you ask me with the run round that we did here, Cassidy had the best round of either one of battlers. Cassidy had the best line of the round. You know what I mean? Like that Tay-Rock scheme he put together and shit like that. That was the best punch of either one of them through the whole one round that we got, in my opinion. But I also thought that from a punch count and a score count, when I overall judged the rounds, I thought the dry spots were less for Eazy, and I thought, the landing was a little bit more at a higher rate for Eazy. You know what I'm saying? That was my opinion, though. Cassidy round was terrible. Yeah, and then Eazy's round was just okay. So just to be clear here, I gave Eazy the round. I thought that was a lackluster round by Eazy. Like, scale of 1 to 10, 5.5, 6. So if Cassidy's was a 3.5, 4, not that far off, like I said, right? So neither one of them had fire first rounds. The battle wasn't off to a great start. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure Eazy was building up though. You're pretty sure, but you can't be certain, right? Me either. So I guess maybe Eazy was looking at it like we were in the building too. I don't know what y'all were watching on the. We were in the building. We were right there. Eazy wasn't shaking the building, and neither was Cassidy. Neither one of them were shaking the building at all. You know what I mean? And it was an underwhelming start to the battle. It just was. Eazy and Cass was both mid. I gave Cass the edge in the first round. So you can't make people's minds up for them. Mickey is very informed. We all know Mickey's catalog. Mickey is a student of the game. I don't know why he gave Cassidy the round. He would have to break that down and explain it to you. But he's definitely informed enough to have an opinion. And if his opinion don't align with you, you shouldn't lose all respect for him. Like him saying Cassidy won the first round or edged you in the first round, you shouldn't lose all respect for him. It's just an opinionated sport. I know sometimes we get in our feels and shit. Battle rappers are emotional, right? Right. So, but yeah, you shouldn't lose all respect for him. And if you do, you should mind your manners on texting people that. It's weird to text people that because that prompts a reaction, right? In the last week, now I'll give you some grace, E, on the J Mills situation. I think J Mills was hunting you. I went over the timeline. I went over what was said. I watched all the videos. Took me about 2 fucking hours of watch time. But I thought J Mills was seeking a problem with you. Fair enough. But nevertheless, you caught yourself up in a problem with him. You said if he disses you, you're not responding back on one of your lives. I thought that was a mistake, but you're able to make that decision for yourself. I don't know if you want to piss Mickey off too, though. I don't know if you want to piss Mickey off. I don't know if you've seen what Mickey and Mills were doing in the last 2 months. So I just feel like you treading in waters that you don't need to tread in, especially if you're not going to indulge in the warfare that these niggas is willing to bring. Right? If you're not willing to get in that booth with Mills, stop blogging. Because to me, I don't care how you feel about it. Not responding to Mills as he diss is not the flex you think it is. But if Mills and Mickey's go at you, it forces your hand. I mean, you are the creator of the top tier diss, right? That's one of the best diss we've had in battle rap. It went viral. Everybody was remixing it. You had shit in a frenzy when you dropped that. You had shit in the froze. You got his back, right? Got his back how? Calling it fair down the middle and not skewing my analysis because I have a personal feeling for somebody. Yeah, I could do that. I could call it down the middle. Would you have his back how? What? Get out there and diss Mills and Mickey because he got a problem with him? The fuck no. No. Fuck you, me have his back. I can be fair, because a lot of people don't do that. But having his back, when the fuck you have my motherfucking back like that? We fuck with each other, but we, I could be unbiased for sure. What if he pay you $500? I'ma pay a bill with it. The fuck is $500? I'm gonna put that on my electricity. What if he give you $500? What if he do? I'm gonna give it back. Yeah, nah, I fight for one person and one person only. Frozenberg and FrozenbergTV and Bros. And if you part of that branch, you safe. Nah, respectfully, I respect the question. I could definitely be unbiased and be fair. But not a lot of people doing that. You see what them niggas did to them niggas down the street? Walking up the street all day playing. He ain't playing. He know where your mama stay, know where my mama stay. Said he had a gun when you seen him. Name one nigga in the hood that play like that. Type shit. You know? Froze, do you regret doing the interview for Eazy? And do you think that slants people's views of you? Do I regret it? No. No, I do. I emphatically do not regret it. No. I wish we would have did it differently though. But you know, it's history and time is time. I've learned shit from that, and a lot of things were a trickle down effect from that interview. And although it might not have been the best look, I think I've given people enough of a portfolio of who I am, how I think, and what I think, and enough for people to make a judgment off of that. You know what I mean? We got to work on our PA camaraderie. There is none. There is none, and it's skewed, and it changes so quick, and people are so flip-floppy down here. You know, people are so flip-floppy where we're from. Whether that's Philly, whether that's Pittsburgh, whether that's Harrisburg, whether that's Allentown, Pennsylvania is full of a flip-floppy ass state. So what you got to do when you from this state is put your own team together, because not only do you have to fight the fight that everybody else is fighting, you have to fight your peers who are looking at you, looking at your numbers, pocket watching, and trying to figure out how they can intercept your wave. How can they expose you and make people look at you different, even if it's not the beneficial game for them. If they can just stop your motion and not increase their motion, but they can just stop yours and bring you back down to ground zero and poppy store boxers and shit like that, you know, they with it. So you know, I've learned I don't want to team up with anybody that's rappers from PA. I love them all, I respect them all, and I can support them. But teaming, what they eat don't make me shit, you know. And that's how you got to be when you from PA. You know, respectfully, no, doesn't work down here. So you know, I'll make sure I build my team. We build up our walls, and we take care of our shit. You know what I mean? You start trying to add too many of these niggas in, and that they infiltrate it and they burn the whole building down. I'm cool. When are we getting another episode? And y'all know ain't nobody more PA than me. Y'all know that. So that gotta be saying something. Y'all know I'm super geographical with this PA shit. You know? So back to Mickey and Eazy. Eazy has already stated if there isn't any battles out of it, he's not going to be dissing with Mills. I don't know if he shares that same thought process with Mickey, but man, it's just like these are the two guys that we've just saw in a month elevate the culture in music form, diss record form, and also put a lot of belt to ass. All right, this ain't Jack Boy dissing you. You know, this ain't that. This ain't Poop dissing you. This Mickey and Facts. And I don't know how you feel when you pair that together, but just not dissing them, Eazy, I don't know if you're in position to do that. I mean, yeah, you can do what you want, but I don't know if you're in position to you're too big of a name to not lock in with Mickey or Jay Mills if they go at you right now, in my opinion. That don't mean you not lit. It don't mean you don't got a buzz. It just means that so do they. You're not the only lit nigga around here. And when you rubbing elbows with other lit niggas, you can't little nigga them. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be careful on sending those type text messages to those type snipers, because they outside. And if you not trying to be outside, you know, new word in the chat, I would mind my manners. You know, Mickey is a fucking assassin. Typing I lost all respect to him is rolling the dice. in this climate right now. You know? But, you know, in this sport, people get caught up, and this is not just an Eazy thing. This is a majority of people thing. People get caught up in trying to sway everybody's opinion one way, and that's impossible to do. You'll never get 100 people to agree on something. Never. There always will be one. Sometimes 11, sometimes 16, sometimes you can never get a group of 100 people that will all agree on the same thing at one time. You just won't. You just won't. You know, you can't convince everybody to think one way. You know what I mean? So at that point, you're attacking the ears, your audience. You're attacking a specific audience. And that's what you should hone in on rather than trying to make everybody think one way, because nobody in the world has ever done that. There's not a mind or an idea strong enough. Somebody, no matter how good the idea is, how great it is, there will always be one person that says, well, hey, hang on here. Somebody always gonna be on some, hey, hang on shit. You know? So, you know, I look at it like that. Reggie, tell your mom, yuck my yuck. You know? So you just can't. You can't get everybody to think on one accord. You can't get everybody to agree with you. You can't get everybody to feel how you feel on a certain topic. So at that point, it's, you know, attacking a specific audience. But also when you're talking about niggas like Mickey Fax and Jay Mills, in my opinion, they both have gotten rejuvenated audiences. And there's no disrespect to neither one of them brothers. I think we all have respect for Mickey. I think we all have respect for Jay Mills' credentials 3 months ago. But I don't think we was walking around on that John Mick shit. Black Glove Millsy. They wasn't really a thing in battle rap culture 3 months ago. It just wasn't. That doesn't mean we didn't have respect for them, but they didn't have the belt. They didn't have the ball. They got the rock right now. And they did that by dropping and displaying, you know, what they get into with these diss records during this time. You know what I mean? So just be careful, especially if you don't want to indulge in that type of warfare. Do y'all like food? I'm sure 100 people will say yes. No, I'm sure you're wrong. Somebody will say, well, no, I don't like food. I only eat it because I don't want to die. Yeah, we don't technically need food. People are fat. Yeah, no, 100 people would not agree with that. Somebody would definitely sit here and say, no, I don't like food. I eat it so I don't die. You'll have some dickhead in there like that. Literally. 100 people wouldn't answer that. Yeah, I like food. You shouldn't. That was the worst. You thought you cooked with that. That's the worst place to go. Everybody think they know something about some motherfucking food. 100 people will not say yes. Literally. You was better off asking everybody, do they like oxygen? You talking about food. You know, I eat to live. I don't live to eat. You know? But I don't know if my fat ass can say that. I put on a few pounds. Froze, you like eating a little bit. Don't lie, nigga. Prayers for Swamp. I keep seeing everybody say this. I have no clue what it's about. But I see people are saying pray for Swamp. So, you know, thoughts and prayers to Swamp, whatever he's going through. And hopefully he gets through that tough time. You know, I see everybody showing him some love and shit like that. So hopefully he good. Hopefully he good. You know, Swamp called me when you know, I got at that girl at the top of the year. Remember that girl tried to drop that tell-all on Swamp, how she was pregnant by him, and she tried to drop a video and come clout all battle rap. We ain't even know shorty, and, you know, and then she tried to start the new year with, I'm so sorry I kept this in for so long, like anybody was asking her any about that. You know what I'm saying? So when I got at a girl for that when I got at that shorty for that, he actually called me. Was like, yo, Froze, he talking about, hey, say, man, you a real nigga, Fro. You know, he just say he from down south and shit, so he don't put the ZE on the Froze. You know, they I don't know why they take this off their words and shit and just let the O go. Hey, you a real nigga, Fro. Say, you a real nigga, Fro. I'm like, thanks, well, I appreciate it. He in the hospital for us. Okay. All right. All right. Thoughts and prayers to Swamp. Swamp really a cool nigga, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He hard not to like. You won't like him until you meet him and shit like that. First time I actually got to meet Swamp was in Miami and shit. And I was on FaceTime and I didn't even know he was behind me until I seen the motherfucker get in line in the 7-Eleven and it was Swamp. I'm on FaceTime and I'm like, yeah, babe, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm right here. I'm getting some Skittles and shit. I looked at my phone like, Swamp, what's up, nigga? You know, we dapped up and shit like that. I don't know if y'all remember at the Power Moves event, I gave Swamp his plaque for the first 1 million views that he had and shit like that. Fuck with Swamp. Fuck with Swamp. Jay Mills tweeted 24 minutes ago, 7:53 a.m. It's alive. I'm still waiting on that single, Mills. Your friends gonna tell you Frozy will. I'm still waiting on the single. I don't mind you getting out here and wilding a couple battle rappers up. I'm with it. Your friends gonna tell you Frozy will. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you. You know? I'll tell you straight up. Waiting for that single, Mills. Drop some shit. We want to hear it. Froze just sent you something on Twitter. A DM or you tweeted me? Who said that? Froze just sent you something on Twitter. I don't got shit on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Look. I've been on Twitter. This whole fucking stream. Mentions. Yeah, I don't know. Was it a DM or something, bro? I think DM. I don't know what I'm doing. Come on, man. How the fuck you don't know if you sent a DM or not? I don't got no DM from you either. What's your Twitter name, DJ Double? That's why I can't stand niggas 40 and over on the internet. I can't stand that shit when my mom make me drive 20 minutes across town to go fucking see her because she don't know how to take the remote off mute. It's not working. It's not working. I'm trying to walk. All right, did you push this button? Or just push this button? Nigga get a little 45, get a nigga they mid-40s and shit and start just not know how to use technology no more. Fuck is that about? Story time. So I'm about to tell y'all a crazy story, but it lines up. My bad. Damn, never mind. Nah, DJ Double, I just asked you. Now he mad at me because he don't know if he sent a DM or a tweet. I asked you, what's your at? Hey, Froze, check your cash app, bro. Is that you, DJ Double? Are you D Will? Are you D Will 74? That's you? Nah, Froze, you was wildin'. Email. Hold on, Brody. You got me ready to spill my coffee and shit, man. Hold on. Another thing, too, I be seeing, hold on, before we get to what I was about to get into. I gotta make a comment where somebody made a comment at. Yo, listen, y'all use the word emotional too loosely. It's okay to be emotional in certain situations. But also, too, sometimes you can mistake passion for emotion. Or maybe two things can be right. Right? I talk a certain way. So I think because I know sometimes y'all say something and I'll use it to start bidding. Right? Just like you was like, I don't know if I DM'd you or sent you a tweet. And now I'm like, man, I can't stand 45 niggas. That's just me using y'all to rant. Right? To give y'all a funny moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not necessarily getting at niggas. But sometimes I see you like, damn, all right, damn, bro. Nah, I wasn't coming at you like that. I was just more using you didn't know if you could send a DM or a tweet as a way to just get some laughs and make a funny little segment out of it. So sometimes I think y'all take everything like... See, look, this why I don't even be playing with y'all niggas. Look at this shit. I got to show y'all quick so I don't get demonetized and shit. Look what somebody just tweeted me, bro. Look. This was somebody tweeted. I must have kicked him. Nigga got Arthur eating a whole dick. And he tweeted me that. What the fuck is wrong with niggas, bro? I don't be getting it. Like, why tweet me that? Why? That was you, DJ Double? That's what you wanted me to say? That's what you wanted me to say? Bloody? Don't kick him. I don't think he did it. Y'all crazy. Cassidy, for cash validity after the truth came, didn't win round one. Shout out to Aaron for congrats on your success, bro. Keep going. Oh, y'all done smack the Cash App up. What the fuck? Figurative language, science. Fuck them supers. Shout out to Hernandez. Thank you. Nikisha, birthdays, much love. Derek Williams, the kids. The kid. Oh, did I tell y'all at the start of the show? How the fuck can I remember stories from 26 years ago vividly? I told y'all my kids got birthdays coming up. Yeah, I think I started the show off like that. I'm seeing for the kids and shit. I'm like, what the fuck happened to my kids? They good? Yeah, my twins' birthday. My twins' birthdays is tomorrow, and my daughter's birthday is Monday. 3 birthdays, 48 hours, bro. Yeah, that's how you know I got some Zaza Bachulia. 3 birthdays, so I gotta buy 2 cakes because wifey don't want to merge them. All right, wifey don't want to merge them. That, to me, it's like, oh, let's just do a big birthday party. Well, I don't want to shortchange any of them. All right, I'm shit me. I'm buying the fucking gifts. You just swiping the cards. Do I got some say around this bitch? Can I make any decisions? All right, fuck it. I guess I'm just swiper. Swiper, no swiping. Wife life, though. It ain't about shit, though. They say happy wife, happy life. True shit. Can't stand when my girl in a bad mood. Fuck the whole vibe up for everybody. Heard you got one on the way, Froze. Congratulations. You ain't hear that. My girl got her tubes tied, nigga. Shitting me. We done locked the chamber for good. So at this point, niggas just knocking on the door. Ain't nobody getting in, though. You feel me? Yeah, ain't no more kids. Niggas just knocking at the door, but ain't nobody getting in. You catch my drift? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Friday, man. It's Friday. I do everything for my twins separate. Oh, no. Hold. You tried it. I don't know if you thought you was cooking there. I said my daughter's birthday on Monday and my twins' birthday tomorrow, so they 2 days apart. We're separating that. The twins, we not separating that. Ain't nobody asked you niggas to be born on the same day. Y'all figure that out. They sharing a birthday. They gonna get their own gifts and shit, but we want cake in it for them. Fuck all that 3 cake shit. I just made my mind up. Yeah, the twins don't get no split party. No. Yeah, that's a twin size mattress there. We ain't really, we ain't really doing no singles. Respectfully. Happy wife, happy spouse, happy house. Well, I never thought of that one. That was right there. I never heard that, John. That was cold. All right, let's get to some supers. I know we got some supers. He doesn't want to partake in the part of the culture or battle rap is crazy because top tier diss was fire. That was my whole point. See, when I went on his live the other day, I was trying to say that. Like, he was saying I ain't dissing unless if it was a battle involved in it. And it's like, because it ain't lucrative. And it's like, Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Eazy dropping something on his channel that could do 100 views or 50,000 views is lucrative. But I seen somebody say, yeah, Froze, but you said on your show, A Vicky didn't do that much money. It didn't. It didn't. A Vicky didn't do that much money because it was a 2-minute and 30-second video, and YouTube paid me like it was a short, even though I uploaded it as a video. There's a monetization mark about the length of the video to be able to monetize a certain way. So even though A Vicky did a shit ton of views, YouTube paid me for it like it was a short. So I made pennies off of that, but that's okay because the amount of subscribers that I got specifically for that video was way more than a little $900 on a really good video, or you know what I mean? It was way more valuable to me. The growth of the channel from A Vicky was I can't tell you how many I'm subscribe, Froze. So every video don't gotta be a money grab on YouTube. It's a business. That's not how you operate the lives and shit like that. You know, donations are great. Super chats are great. Those are things that keep a channel alive. It's not just you guys viewing it, right? But every video that you put up is not just to make money off of. That's not where the meat and potatoes are of a situation, you know, pertaining to this, if you will. So we got a lot of subscribers off the A Vicky shit, and that shit made like $130, $140, you know. And I'm so thorough, I'm gonna give that to the beat maker. You know, as soon as I get paid out for the month, I'm just gonna give it to him. You know, he made the beat. We had an agreement. I thought the video was going to do more money. That's something, but you remember, A Vicky was the first music video I ever uploaded on a channel. That was a teaching point. I'm glad I did that because I didn't know. I'm thinking 35,000 views. That's a nice video, nice ads and shit like that. Oh, I'm about to cook them. A week went by and I'm like, whoa, this ain't look right. And then I started to learn and then I understood what was what. You know what I mean? So I felt like A Vicky was going to be a high viewed video. And that's why I made a deal with the beat maker. Like, listen, I could pay you for this beat or we can gamble. You know, I'll split revenue with you. So I'm really only supposed to split the revenue with him, which would be $70 fucking. But because I know he thought he was going to make more than what I'm going to give him, I'm not even going to do him like that. I'm going to give him every penny that A Vicky made. Every penny that video has made, I'm just going to give it all to him. And even though that's going to be well underwhelming with what he was expected, as far as the gesture of me miscalculating that, even though we made a business deal, so it ain't like I burnt him or did anything like that, I still feel like the right thing to do is just to give him all the fucking residuals to that shit. Here, this is what it made in 2 months. You got it. You know? So sometimes you just got to be able to find different wins in certain things. So even though I didn't get money off of A Vicky, the channel growth from it was significant. I mean, we got to 19 grand from 18 grand really quick, y'all. And I don't know if y'all know. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Y'all remember we hit the 19,000 mark. We hit the 19,000 subscriber mark this week. That happened this week. I don't know if it was on Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday we hit 19 grand. We're only on Friday morning, so technically that's only 2 days. We've gained over 100-something subscribers in 48 hours. That's over, like, damn near over 50 subscribers a day. That's what you want. You know, that's what you want. So for YouTubers and shit like that, I met somebody, actually, I got to tell y'all, damn, I was supposed to tell y'all a story. Y'all want a couple stories? Y'all in the mood for a couple stories? I got one raunchy story and one motivating story. What you want first? My girl tweeted me, you look good today. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it. What y'all want first? Let me know. 2 stories for y'all. Absolutely. Biggs, you in the building? Biggs, you here? That's all right. Tweety be sending him shit now, too. All right, motivating first. Oh, hold on. I got you. Because I got a haircut appointment at 2, so I'm okay running the show a little past 12 today, y'all. I won't hard cut it. Hold on, I got y'all. We're gonna do it like this. Got a poll up. We'll put that bitch up for 1 minute. 1 minute. Now, what I will say before we get into the stories, I'll let y'all vote. The poll's up. What y'all want? What story y'all want first? I'm gonna tell y'all now. My vote is to go motivation first and raunchy story second, right, on some main event shit. You know what I mean? Raunchy's a crazy word, but when you hear the story, you can be like, "Yo, that's crazy." Let me tell you this. I know there's some people out there, right? Because when y'all tell me, Froze, you're a great storyteller, like, I don't look in the mirror when I wake up and be like, yeah, I'm a great storyteller. Like, I'm just telling y'all stories, right? But I think some people think that, you know, I might be fabricating these stories. All these stories on my kids are real. And for sometimes I can use names in the stories if it's not like getting too personal. Like if y'all peeped last night, I was telling y'all about my aunt and the boom bang shit and the sugar rice and the sugar water. Y'all remember that story I told y'all yesterday? And my cousins being, you know, one of my cousins wanting to leave at 15 years old, talking about when I'm 18, he got to clean the house up for all his little brothers. Remember that story I told y'all yesterday? Did y'all notice I didn't put any names on that? Because even though it was a part of my life, that still was my aunt, and I got a lot of aunts, and that's still my cousin's mom and shit like that. And she got a lot of kids. I don't know if they want their mom name out there or on the end of a good story that I'm just trying to tell and shit. So certain stories I won't use names because these fucking family members are still living. I still got to see niggas. You know what I mean? And I don't be trying to make anybody look bad at the expense of a good story. All the stories are true. All of them. All right, motivation story. We'll go there first. All right, we'll end the poll. That was close, though. Yesterday, I go to the dispensary and shit. And usually my ritual and shit if I got to get some bud. And I don't know who this guy was because I go to this dispensary a lot. And 69 votes is crazy. And awkward cookout type shit, right? So I go to the dispensary and it's this guy in there talking to this lady and shit like that. And he's working her through the kiosk on how to order. She wasn't really savvy on how to order in there. Must have been one of her first times in the dispensary. Me, I'm good. I go in that bitch like I own it. I'm pre-order. My shit already packed when I get in there. You know, a couple of them watch the show type shit, right? So I hear them talking and Bull kicking that shit to her. No, absolutely. You should definitely go with this strand. I would recommend it. You know, it brings my creative process out, especially when I'm trying to write freely. I heard the word write. As a writer, you know, when it's like a painter hearing the word paint or artist or something like that. I immediately, like, mind you, the kiosk is behind me, right? This isn't the Berg story either. This is a motivation story. The kiosk is behind me, so I have to turn around to eavesdrop in their conversation like this. It's not just a quick little glance over where I can lie about eavesdropping. Like I keep looking back and shit because I heard the word right. And she's like, absolutely, that's what I need. She said, I need to come out my shell. I'm better when I'm high. You know, and she was an older lady too. She was like, you know, I don't like using that word, but I am. I'm just better when I'm high. So the boy at the clerk and shit, he trying to have a whole nother conversation with me. He probably thinking I'm on some weird shit because I'm listening and whatever he say, I'm like, yeah. But I'm not really giving him my attention. And I saw him give me like an awkward stare. So I don't even know what the fuck he asked me. But whatever response I gave to him was definitely weird because I'm like, yeah. But I'm listening to this combo. You know what I mean? So I couldn't resist. I'm like, pardon me, I don't mean to be disrespectful. Y'all right? And both of them at the same time was like, yup. And I'm like, damn, I'm a writer too. And Bull was like, yo, man, that's fucking, you know, Bull talk like he was a fucking skateboarder. He's like, yo, fucking man, that's great. You see how God works? I was just telling you that. You know, my favorite Bible verse and shit like so. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't really super overly religious, Bull. So I'm like, what did I get him? He already asked me what's my favorite scripture and shit like that. Like, I got one, but still, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really heavy talking about my religion, boy, like that. I don't like doing that or what I believe in or if I got a religion or if I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I done jumped into no conversation I didn't really want to get in and shit like that. But he got right off of that shit and he was just like, you know, I'm a writer. And I think he said he had epilepsy. I think that's what he said. And he likes to raise awareness about it and talk about it. And he was just like, yo, man, I got a YouTube channel and I'm trying to grow it. And, I'm trying to, spread awareness about the condition and, let people know how I deal with it and ways to conquer or whatever the case may be and shit like that. And he was like, I just wish I had somebody who can show me that shit. He's like, I'm good on Instagram, but I really need to be, taught the YouTube streets. And I'm like, I'm a YouTuber. He's like, no fucking way, dude. You're a YouTuber. I'm like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. So he'd get his phone out. Well, what's your YouTube and shit like that? Now I already know. He about to jump on and see down there 20,000 subscribers. He ready to see the whole portfolio. You know what I mean? So now I'm starting to perk my shoulders up a little bit. Yeah, FRO. I'm spelling Frozenberg out for him. Yeah. Wait, nigga think I got something for him. You know what I mean? So he type in, nigga almost fumble his phone. Oh shit. No, you're a real fucking deal. I said, yeah, so I'm a professional battle rapper and shit. I've been battle rapping for over 15 years and shit like that. He's like, yo, dude, you ever heard of fucking Arsenal? I said, yeah, I battled Arsenal. He's like, shut the fuck up. And mind you, this sweet lady is here too. My super church lady and shit. We cussing now. He cussing. He was just asking her about Bible scriptures and shit. Shut the fuck up. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I said, me too. I don't know how many cuss words I done said. She's like, no, it's okay. I'm waiting for my turn to talk. Like, lady was with the conversation and shit. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I said, bro, I'll help you. Why don't you follow me on the gram? I'll send you a message or something like that. And I'll tell you everything I know. That's what I can't say I can make your channel. But I said, I can tell you everything I know. I can show you my setup. I can just, walk you through what I got. That's the best I could do for you. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, that is more than enough. That is more than enough. That's all I need. So now I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. What you say your condition was again? Bro, I fuck with that. That's real. You know what I mean? Being vulnerable enough to speak about that shit to a public audience. Matter of fact, I'll bring you on one of my shows one day. I do call-ins. I'll let the fans call up. Why don't you call up one day? He told me, do you give me a fucking interview? Nigga ain't say interview. I thought I said fan day calling. Like, I don't know. But we was having such a vibe. We was having such a vibe and shit. I ain't want to be like, well, no, I ain't saying interview. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a good moment and shit like that. I'm like, yo, I be having fan day. I open up the phone lines and shit like that. All you got to do is watch the show. I drop the link in the chat. You pull up, I'll talk to you in front of the fans and shit. We'll do a little promo for you that way. You can give me a fucking interview. I'm like, I ain't fucking say interview, bro. Yeah, I'll give you an interview. Fuck it. Let's do it. And the lady kicked right in. She could wait no longer. Well, hang on here. I have 2 published books. Okay. I mean, I quit my job. I got 2 public books out. Now I'm hearing 20,000 subscribers and interviews floating around, and can you take my number too? So now, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I got your number. So matter of fact, she start tapping ourselves and shit like ARP did when Charlie Clips told him to get the phone in the 3rd round and shit. She start tapping herself and shit looking for a phone. She like, oh my God, honey, I left my phone in there. Now, you got a pen and paper? She like, I don't even know how to work my phone. That'd be perfect. Yeah, come on, we over to the pen and paper with it and shit. Boom, I write my number down. Write my email down. I write my YouTube channel down. And then both of them turned into thanking me. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. So I'm going to, the next fan day episode I do, I'm going to have Boy pull up. And I'm going to give him a little bit more extended time than I do on the regular phone calls and shit like that. Or when people call in to talk on the StreamYard streams that we do. If you've been here, so we just network and talk, and so we can verify this story. And wait till y'all hear how he talked too, so y'all know y'all gonna be like, nah, Fro wasn't lying about nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna bring Bull on, give him an interview. We're gonna talk like, and hopefully his YouTube channel can grow to his audience and he could take off, bro. But it just felt right. You know what I mean? I said, I can't wait to tell that. I didn't think it was a Bergs worthy story, but I just felt like it was You know, it was a moment and shit. I ended up being in the dispensary like 25 more minutes than I was supposed to. My daughter had a doctor's appointment and shit like that. I forgot all about the shit, you know what I mean? And just in that conversation, it was pure. I just met some pure people. Nothing to do with no fucking battle rap either. They didn't, you know, now boy knew Arsenal. He knew a couple. Now Arsenal's there's a few battle rappers whose name has reigned past battle rap. Arsenal is one of them. People don't give him credit for that. But he is also one of those names. I don't know what his financial situation is. Arsenal never was fucked up though. Arsenal never came off as fucked up, didn't have no paper, nothing like that. So I say all that to say Arsenal is one of those names that are big, that was or has been or still is bigger than battle rap. So for a dude who was a cold casual who didn't recognize me as a battle rapper, he was from PA, he was working in PA, didn't know who Rosenberg was, he knew who Ars was. And then when I told him I battled him, he's like, you know, so good job, man. So I'm gonna have him pull up, and hopefully the missus hit me up because me and Bull followed each other on the gram, so I got him. We good. We exchanged numbers too, but I got him on the gram, so I can contact him. Old head lady, she ain't hit me up though. She ain't get back to me. She ain't hit me up, so I'm hoping to get a text from her because I want to promote her book. You know what I mean? I want to promote her book. And just give her some space at some point to talk about something. But yeah, y'all, that's a motivation story. Raunchy story. All right, so you know how I say family is, you know, it's different nowadays. You know what I mean? The family don't have the same roots. Family don't have the same history anymore. The next generation isn't making sure their kids and their cousins are meeting each other and being close. And it's just like everybody is just for their immediate branch. And I mean, even a first cousin, sometimes a sibling, you just not sharing that family values anymore in 2026, right? And, you know, our generation before us, you know, we was talking about like when Big Mama died, when Grandma passed away, a lot of times families in our families take hits because of that. A lot of grandmothers are the foundations of keeping families together. And when they go, a lot of times families, you know, they break apart because of that. So also I put a variable to that about how when you grow up, when you got older cousins, that's your pops and your mom's cousins or shit like that, that age group before you, you know, you 15, but you got a cousin that's 27, 28, at your pop age, or whatever the case may be, 32, right? Your parents, you know, you might think a way of them because of how your uncles and your parents told you. There was a lot of big cousins and family branches that we looked at as less of us because of what the adults told us about them. And it took me to become an adult to get my own interactions with these cousins that I grew up judging because of what I was told, to actually understanding that a lot of the shit that my older family said, they was just full of shit. And they had shit that was going on way before I was here, where they formed that judgment of that cousin and just raised us to think that way of them. Right? It happens all the time. You know, you really don't. Somebody, I think it was Corey Holcomb. He said you don't become a man until you learn that your mom full of shit. I mean, I thought that was some of the realest shit I ever heard as a human being. And I love Mama Love. A lot of our moms is and was full of shit. You know, but not just moms though. So was Pop. So was Auntie, so was Uncle, and sometimes so was Granny. A lot of the adults is full of shit. Being full of shit is, at some capacity, a part of raising kids. I mean, telling them Santa Claus is real, you're full of shit. Telling them the Tooth Fairy is real, you're full of shit. Telling them there's no reason to be scared of monsters under the bed, you full of shit. Yeah, ain't no monsters under the bed, but when you 5, 6 years old, it's fucking scary in the room. You gotta lay down and turn the TV off in the dark. You know, you're full of shit as an adult when you're talking about raising to a certain degree. Right? So that even goes to how you're told about other family branches that may be your second, your third cousins and shit like that. I say all that to say, I had to tell y'all that before I got to this story, because this story is so crazy. I just got reminded of the story by bros and my pop when we was on the phone talking about the Bergs yesterday. And when they brought it up, I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell this story." And they was like, this is a great story to tell for the Bergs, but you can't say niggas' names because everybody's still alive. Okay. So my auntie used to have this big crib and shit, mind you, projects her whole life, you know, government funding and shit like that, single mother, 6 kids, her crib being the trap house for her uncles and shit like that. Her crib was just a spot. I mean, everybody lived there at some point, that type of family crib. You know what I'm talking about? We've all had that, right? That was auntie crib. Her crib was the spot. You ain't had nowhere to go. Just go to aunt crib. You ain't got to knock. You can just walk in, find a spot on the floor or the couch, and lay the fuck down. That type of crib was auntie crib. Everybody follow me? So, you know, back then we used to have cousins that could come around, but like our immediate family, like soon as they leave, the shit might have started. So a cousin could have walked in. Everybody, yo, what's up? What's good? You know, everybody doing something, you know what I mean? And then he leave, and one of the higher ups, one of the older, you know, siblings, or I mean, older adults would start their shit as soon as the door closed. Nut ass nigga, fuck you talking about? Lucky I don't smack the shit out of him. That type of shit, right? Fuck you talking about? Ain't do nothing when bull fuck this girl. That like that's how our family was. That's my family nasty with that shit. I mean, I know they do it to me. We all do it. As soon as motherfuckers walk out the crib, family function, motherfuckers start bidding on him. You know, so this was one time where the crib was fucked up. You know, food stamps ain't coming yet, but the last week, you know, auntie done spent the monthly bread and shit like that. You know, she had to came into some bread. That's how she got out the projects, long story short. But you know, she had accountants and shit like that where they used to give her a lump sum of her money every month so she didn't blow through it and shit like that. And we was at this point of the month where we done blew through all the food. You know, matter of fact, I don't think she had food stamps at this point because of how much money she had, right? So we at that point of the month where, you know, the last week of the month is fucked up, all the money spent. So the crib fucked up. Ain't no oodles and noodles. Ain't no iced tea. Ain't no sugar for sugar water. Ain't no milk. You know, it's just everything that don't nobody want to eat. It's that last 2 days or whatever before the check hit. We start ordering cheesesteaks and shit like that, right? So one of the cousins pull up to the crib. His sister used to live at the top of the block. And, you know, so once in a while, he just, you know, fuck. Because I'm not saying names. I'm definitely, I didn't want niggas to be able to, all right, so he walked down and shit, and, you know, he walk in, and there was these big-ass kibasi sausages in the freezer, and nobody ate that shit. Right, some shit auntie bought. Big ass, I mean, I'm talking about the thick, girthy sausages and shit. Not hot dogs, not glizzies. I mean, these Jones was eggplant emojis, right? And nobody's eating these. So, you know, this particular cousin come in the crib and shit. And, you know, everybody around, ain't no weed, ain't no cigarettes, ain't no food, ain't no nothing. Everybody fucked up. And, you know, he walk in, what's up, y'all? And he go right to the freezer and shit. You know what I mean? He talking this shit, everything. What y'all bitch ass niggas doing? I mean, we chilling, man. He sharing by on shit. So he grabbed the big ass sausages and shit, go in the cabinet, get a pot, you know, he turn the water on and fill the water up and shit like that. Turn it on the stove and throw these 2 big ass sausages in the water. And then, you know, he start going in other cabinets and shit. And he like, yo, ain't no bread in this, John? Now, mind you, I just told he don't be here like that. And I was honestly, to be totally honest with you, him walking in and just open this fucking refrigerator was definitely a little bit out of the ordinary. Like he was family, but like he wasn't grab something out the refrigerator, throw a pot on the stove and start cooking type. Do you feel what I'm saying? It wasn't that type of, you know, he was blood related, but like, and he was folks, but not come here and open the refrigerator and shit and start cooking shit type folks. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So him and Unc really, they have a long history because they the same age group. Now, you know, they cordial, but they never liked each other. You know what I mean? Especially from my uncle's standpoint. I always knew he didn't like the nigga just off of the way he used to talk about him and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't like the nigga. I always thought he was cool, but Unc ain't like the nigga. And Unc was my favorite uncle. He was the leader of our motherfucking pack. Remember the same uncle I told you fucked me up when I was 16 and shit like that? Well, Unc said went. Unc done taught us how to hustle. Unc done taught us how to get high. Unc done taught us everything we know. He run the show around this joint. So You know, I could tell he never liked him. So he like, they ain't got no fucking bread in here. He's slamming cabinets and shit like he's underwhelmed about the food output in the crib. So he leave. Remember I told you his folks live close by. He walk up the street. I be banging with some bread, nut ass niggas. He talking shit. Niggas ain't even got no fucking bread in here. He just bidding how we bidding, but it's the wrong time to be bidding. So soon as he leave, it's like a 5-minute walk up, maybe 5-minute walk back and shit like that. Unc start his shit. Soon as he leave, Unc start his shit. Bitch ass nigga coming in here making food like we ain't all fucked up. I'm ready to beat him the fuck up. So Unc be on bullshit too. So we like, chill. Unc, it ain't that serious. Don't know nobody in here tell me chill. Don't nobody in here tell me to chill. So when he get like that, it's like he's taking away that relationship that we got. Like Unc don't really exert his dominance that much. You know what I'm saying? He the Unc you could say slick shit to. Man, I'll beat you the fuck up, Unc. You could say that to him knowing he'll fuck you up. And Unc will be like, yeah, all right, you little bitch ass nigga. That's how Unc is. Right? But he the youngest uncle we got, so he the hippest uncle we got, right? So we like, Uncle, chill. Don't nobody in here tell me to chill. We just went from bed and shit. Don't nobody in here tell me to chill. Fuck you talking about? So bitch ass nigga coming in here just making food and shit like the crib ain't fucked up. I don't like I'm pussy or something like that. So he just started, talking shit, and he like, yo, I should go over there and slap my dick on them sausages. Oh, so he like, yo, I should go over there and slap my dick on them sausages. So the room get quiet. The room get quiet. I'm talking about church mouse, and it's like 7 of us. It's like 7 of us in there, all the cousins in there. Anybody can verify this. He said, I should go slap my dick on them sausages. So it get quiet for like 10 seconds. And then one of my cousins and shit, his name Pootie, he go, you won't. So he looked directly at him like, what? So the nigga call his girl name and shit. His girl, I don't want to say her name and shit. He call her name. She come down the steps. Come here. So he walk over there and shit. Now, mind you, the stove, we can only see his back. We can't see his slam, y'all. No Diddy, we can't. So he get a fork out the fucking drawer and shit, and you see him stabbing in the water and shit, trying to fucking stab the sausages and shit. So he like, yo, I can't fucking get it and shit. So finally his girl get the fucking fork on the sausage and shit. And you could just see him, like, you could see his back rotating like a little bit 180 this way and a little bit back this way and shit. So I'm assuming she like, yo, hurry the fuck up, man, you drawing. And he like, chill, it's hot as shit. So this nigga is burning his dick to disrespect the nigga he trying to violate and shit like that. He like, hold on. So he like, all right, that's good. After he do like 4 laps left or right, he like, all right, that's good. So she dropping back in the water and shit, and he like, nah, grab the other one. She like, come on, yo. He like, I'm dead fucking serious. Grab the other one. I'm not playing. He getting mad as he doing it and shit. So the same process and shit, bro. He 180 to the left, 180 back to the fucking right and shit like that, like 3 times and shit like that. And he like, all right, put it back in the water and shit. So we in tears, bro. I'm talking about in tears. Motherfuckers is rolling around on the floor like, yo, Unc, you crazy. You know what I mean? You ain't, you got to tell him you can't have him do that and shit. So, he go to the door and shit. He like, all right, everybody shut the fuck up. Cause boy was walking back down the block. Everybody shut the fuck up and shit. Niggas is still snickering and shit like that on some young boy shit. And he got serious. He said, I said, shut the fuck up. So now everybody go to. So boy walk in the crib and shit. He got the fucking loaf of bread. He didn't even grab slices. He grabbed a loaf of bread and shit. And I mean, the bread spinning as he walking. He got a little bop with his step too. You know what I mean? He walk in, you bitch ass niggas. Ain't nobody in here and got no paper and shit. He was the little weed man at the time. Wasn't that cousin that a little front you a little bag neither. He was stingy like that shit, right? So everybody quiet and shit. Boy go grab a fork. He grabbed one sausage out the water, played it, bread it, grabbed the other joint and shit. Now he back in the refrigerator. We ain't got no ketchup. He putting honey mustard on the shit. It don't even go on there. Spicy mustard if you even going that route. But he put the honey mustard and shit. That motherfucker folded. I'm talking about he took the biggest bite of the sausage sandwich as I ever seen. And my uncle was like, hey, yo, how them dicks taste? And he like, fuck out of here, Fig Newton that. I can't say the word. I don't get demonetized. But as he walking out the crib, he like, Fig Newton ass nigga. Like that was his response to my uncle. And he left the crib and he ate them sausages. Yeah, and I ain't gonna hold you. There was some foul shit. Some foul shit, but yeah. It's fucked up. I ain't proud of it. I ain't do it. I was just there. I mean, I'm 14, 15 at the time. You know. Nah, that never got out. Nah, AB, he still don't. Yeah, told you it was a raunchy story. I thought it was crazy. Y'all foul for not telling. Nigga, we kids. What you mean? We foul for not telling him. You want us to get beat the fuck up? You want us to get beat the fuck up? Niggas was 14, 15. That nigga burnt his dick to make a point. That's the type of deep-rooted hate. It go back. I mean, could you even fathom that type of history to be cool with that? Yeah. He slid his meat across some sausages, bro. Your friends won't tell you Frozy will. Nah, one of y'all could have smacked the fuck out that plate. Why was he so mad at him to do that? Again, you got to understand, history goes back before us, and I can't even take his word for it. A nigga that don't like a nigga like that, would you trust his story about the nigga? Like that's some deep-rooted I don't fuck with you, right? So if I can't hear both sides of the story, one side of the story don't really matter because it's coming from a place of hate where I kind of got to hear two sides to make a judgment. So at that point, it ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't, yeah. Whatever him and Cuzzo had going through. I tell you what, I know they fondled with a couple of the same, yeah, means at some point in time through our history. I know they had ran in with a couple of same shorties and shit like that. You know what I mean? I definitely think it stems from some hoes. I definitely think it stems from some hoes. Family shit be crazy, y'all. I wouldn't lie to you. All right. Raps Redux. Don't know what that means. Top 50 greatest battles of all time. At 50, No Can Do versus Disaster. Miss Hustle versus QB. B. Dot versus Danny. Miss Hustle versus 40 Bars. Shotgun. Pet Stay. Hitman Holla versus Ill Will. Whoever made this list, shouts out to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mind a good list, but I don't really give a fuck about them type lists because it's way too hard to argue a top 50 battles of all time. It's almost an impossible list to ever make. Think about it. Think about it. Can you truly remember every battle you've ever seen? No. Right? Majority of them, maybe. But can you truly remember every single battle you've seen round for round to be able to grade it? To, you know, so this list is just a fantasy list, and shouts out to anybody who made it. But once you start getting in the top 50, I mean, the top 50 battle is just difficult to do. Top 50 battles, somebody's going to be slighted every list you make, no matter what list you make. There's way more than 50 great classic battles. Y'all think he should deburgs that sausage story? Yeah, y'all think we should get a DeBerg story on that? It's an adult cartoon. Yeah, should we get, you know what I mean? Family issues. Yeah, I don't think Big's gonna actually put no dicks on camera, y'all. No diddy. I don't know if you need visuals for sure. Like myself, I don't know, bro. I let Biggs do his thing. No Diddy. Oh, so you know what I thought of? Big said, hell nah. So you know what I thought of? Me and my pop is going to start popping Frozen Pop Radio. So I think every morning we're going to drop something around like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. for you early birds, people who go to work at 6, 7, 8 o'clock. We'll cut a little hour or two radio. It's not going to be visual. But it'll just be radio and shit, and you'll hear me and my pop tell stories, talk about general topics and stuff like that. It's not for everybody. Everybody doesn't have to tap in. Give it a shot, see if you like it. But if you like storytelling and you like some of the stories we talk about, my pop, he is like that. He is like that. So I'm getting his set up right now. He been asking me for years before I even had a channel. We need to start a radio show, son. Like, all right, Pop, kind of fuck down. And I told him, I said, it'll be a time and place when we can do that. And I think it's time. You know, no content's never too much, right? Except for that dick video. So we ain't gonna do that for the DeBergs. That'd be too much. But he was saying, yo, I like your cartoon so much, man. I wish I could do an episode. And I told him, I said, yo, I think a DeBergs episode from Pop's perspective would be a great episode. And I had to explain to him, I said, Pop, this isn't just one season. Like, me and Biggs plan on trying to push this into something really big. So, no Diddy. So for my Pop stories, the way Biggs does the visuals and the cartoon to it, my Pop is going to work. He's going to be able to put in place, and he's going to work just as cool. It's going to be just as good. And I was telling Pop, I said, you would actually help me with your added stories, because a good story from you could help us get into season 2 and help us pump more episodes out, because we only can do as many episodes as good stories as we have, right? So, and we just started doing these episodes, so it was not like I was ever telling a story for the Bergs. We just started that, you know what I mean? Or we should cut stories next time we telling stories. So Pop's gonna be able to tell some great stories and shit. He wants to tell that story about when he caught me in school acting crazy. He's got a whole different perspective on it, but it's just as funny. It might be funnier. So I just wanted to let y'all know that was something we're gonna be doing in the next couple of weeks. You'll start seeing that early in the morning before the morning show. You'll start seeing a nice little hour, 45, hour and 30-minute video, straight radio with me and Pop, straight, earbud audio, and, just giving y'all more content. And then, it'll never have anything to do with the morning show. So we're not changing that or anything like that. We're just adding. So I just wanted to let y'all know that's something we was doing. And I wanted to let Biggs know, because I haven't talked to him. I'm supposed to talk to him today. That, because that's what Biggs or rather the stories just be sent straight to him. It's easier like that. So that's going to be big for the Berg show, that he could just go grab audio. There's no visual to it. It's just straight audio storytelling. And it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Fire. I'll be up early too. All right, Bizzle. Well, we'll have a little fucking, radio show before the morning show. Bros had a fire live yesterday. Did y'all see it? Hold up. Did y'all see it? He had a nice Bros had 113 people in his live yesterday. Look at him. He got he already got his schedule. Could have been Love episode 2. I'll be there. Anybody who was there when he did episode 1 for this, fucking fire. I would have never watched this show. Ever. I would have never watched this show ever. Bros put it on for a video like 2 days ago. Bro, the fucking show was fire. We had like 60 people in the chat, motherfuckers, the whole show. So we rocking out with Bros as they drop the Could Have Been Love episodes. Bros gonna be reacting to them, right? But he did the reaction to me in Chile yesterday, and I mean he got up to 110. It was cool to see. It was cool to see. But I pulled up. I did a hold on. I got y'all. I ain't there yet. I know ain't no audio. Special guest in the building. Special guest in the building.
Talk to the people first. Hold on. You didn't go live after your showing.
Mind you, y'all can see I was very, very high. I don't really like to come out the crib late. Bros called me at the end of the night, like when he was live at like 9 something, like, yo, pull up. I'm just trying to burn something. I'm all burnt out. But Brody quit, so he don't never buy bud no more. So every couple of days and shit, he'll hit me up like, yo, you trying to roll something up? Come through, smoke, come with me. He was reacting to the Joan and shit. I pulled up on bullshit.
So this is their first time seeing you after the battle. I'm getting an exclusive.
Well, exclusive. I got one better for you. Move over, real
I,
Move over real quick. This is what you could do. I don't mean to stop the show, bro. I heard that speech you gave earlier about me, and I'll tell you what, I appreciate it. That's my quarterback.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Not only are you getting the exclusive, hey, yo, hey, Looty Lou, why you be running your mouth? You bought a hoodie off me, and I brought this shit to your house. Now you dissing, Froze. I'm trying to figure what it's about. Oh, I know you little bro that's yucking for clout. I mean, you walk around on rock. So I came and did Looty Tunes live for him on the joint and shit, all hyped up. But this was my favorite part right here. All the Philly rap and shit, I swear you the worst. And at your T-top battle, you was wearing my shirt. AK Walker, why you dissing me, bro? I mean, damn, was you invited when you get to the show? No. You got a special power, though. You real slick with it, bro, because you the coolest and corniest nigga I know. I mean, damn, Walker know everybody. Shit, he cool with Will Smith. Freeway, that's his uncle. He related to Meek Mill, bitch. Said he jaded Jill Scott. Wrote a couple Jill hits. And we seen Wilk scored 100 points. That's real shit, man. Stop it. Tell Walker get off his knees so he can watch Cash draws when he finished with Reeds. What is he talking about, Jack? Cash draws when he finished with Reeds. Oh, dumb shit. Oh, man. Love having a good time. Can't lie. No Diddy. Sucker for a good time. I like having fun. He said how bros knew he was going to hold the reeds. That's brother shit right there, ain't it? We ain't practiced that. I ain't telling him I was going to do that. I was hoping he wasn't upset. I was hurt, y'all. I was hurt. Let me see if I can catch a picture. Yeah. He can't even open his motherfucking eyes. Oh my God, look at this shit, cuz. I'm tripping. I had to Uber home. Good times. Good times. Bro's rolling. Bro's rolling. He at 1.6. He getting there. He had 1,060 subscribers. He rolling. I can't wait to see that could have been shit later on. Or no, the Drewski of Love shit. Oh no, it's called Could Have Been Love. All right, cool. All right, let's go check something real quick before we get up out of here. What a great Friday show, by the way, y'all. The numbers usually be down on Fridays because niggas get paid, niggas be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be busy. I get it. Let's go. I you know, since we did this together, y'all, so I don't ever mind showing y'all shit like this. Okay. We had the analytics right here. Oh, we had 1951. Damn, I'm gonna see if it do it again. Hold on. Because when it was show. Yeah, look, it's showing fireworks for the Chiller battle. All right, this is right now per average, even though the highest viewed video on my channel is at like 50-something thousand. This is ranked number 1. The views, you see it's up. The impression click rate checks out. The average duration is up. This is going to be a high view video, y'all. It's going to be a high view video. And y'all motivated me. Somebody told me when I was telling y'all that I couldn't get the battle, a fan super chatted, yo, what's up with the Chiller battle? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. When does it drop? I don't know, bro. Then I got into telling y'all the story about, you know, me trying to buy the battle, and even though they was sounding like they was with it, they ended up telling me no and gave me a really good reason. They said it's the only Rosenberg Raw battle they got, and they don't want to get rid of it. And I thought that was fair. And somebody said, I don't know what his name was. He said, man, Froze, you should try again. And I literally, you know, I started getting in my bag. Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. We is going to try again. And we had it 2 days later. 2 days later, manifestation, bro. And this bitch whamming right now. And I don't know if I would have tried again if somebody didn't super chat that question And if I didn't tell y'all the story about how I didn't get it, and then somebody didn't respond again and say, man, you should try again, I don't know if I would have tried again. So I appreciate that, chat. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I read the chats. That's why I'm invested in what you guys say in the chat and shit like that, you know, because there's good that comes from it. As y'all might say something to get me out of my body, no diddy. Y'all also might say some shit that gives me an idea or that gives me motivation to try something. It's fire. It's fire. That bitch been up for 14 hours. It's about to hit 20,000. What if you leveraged commentary for the footage flat out? Commentary ended up being a part of the deal. The payment that they asked for and two commentator gigs. That was part of it. That was part of it. So, yeah, that was part of the deal. How your stand-up material coming along? I'm into my second joke off of the intro joke. So the intro joke is probably about 4 to 5 minutes runtime because it's an intro and it's like two separate jokes that kind of tie into each other. And now I'm working on my second joke, that transitioning into the middle of the set right now. So having a little bit of trouble, but not because I'm not finding the joke, because I want to land the next joke. Because here's how I'm viewing it. I'm viewing it for my intro to land. Right. But I think you got to prepare like this as a performer, even though stand up is something I never did. I've performed in front of live crowds. Totally understand the difference from it. But in my mind, I have to prep like if the intro joke don't land how I need it to or want it to, damn it, that next joke got to be there. Right. So I think I'm just spending a little bit more time on that second joke, that second segment of the set, just to make sure it's a safety net. Like I could go to a money joke. And then the upside to that is if the intro lands how I need it to land and the safety net is there after that, I might be on par for a really good performance maybe. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it a little bit. But I'm not rushing it, y'all. I'm not rushing it, you know. I'm writing it and I'm gonna finish it and I'm gonna go do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. It's not something I'm trying to rush. You on the right path, Froze. Be prepared for stuff not to land. For sure. I understand it. I get it. Like I told bros, I said, shit. I wanna get material for when all else fails. Fuck it. Let's go with the crowd. We're gonna go out swinging. You know. We had a conversation about that. Like, yo, maybe I should prepare if all else fails. Oh, damn, what y'all ain't fucking with this? I ain't funny? You know? All right, well, cool. X, Y, and Z stay, you know? Now I'm on the crowd and shit. Boo, boo. If you gonna boo me, let's fuck it then. Let's go out with a bang. He said, damn, bro, you trying to take in a blow the building up building? Yeah. I'm walking in that bitch strapped with a bomb. Fuck it. We're gonna get at the crowd then. So I'm just trying to layer my material, y'all. Give myself the best chance for a successful debut. You know? That's all. Same thing with battling and shit. Just making sure you prepped. I want to be over prepped. I want to be ready to go. Because if the shit go how I want it to go, how I'm daydreaming about it going, if it go like that, they gonna have to pull me off the stage. You know, I'm going over the time limit. They're going to have to come up here and get me off stage. I'll tell fucking jokes until they cut the lights off if it's working. Respectfully. That's how I'm carrying it. I don't give a fuck how long the set is. They fucking with me, you have to come get me off the stage. That's going to be a joke in itself. Hey, come on, man. That's the end of, yeah, hold on. I got one more motherfucking joke. Y'all want to hear one more joke? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll keep going in this bitch. Where did the idea of you doing comedy? The chat. Dozens and dozens and dozens of your Froze. You should do stand up. Froze, you made for stand up. Froze, try stand up. They trying to line me up, bro. They trying to line me up. They want me to go up there and make a fucking fool of myself. But you know what? I'm with it. I think my storytelling, a lot of great comedians are good storytellers. So I really think that's where it comes from. But the funny thing is, like my first intro joke, you guys have heard it. You know what I mean? You guys have heard it. It's some remnants of storytelling and shit like that. But I just worded it a little differently. You know, so that's most of my jokes are leaning on good stories that I've seen people laugh at. You know what I mean? So some of these jokes aren't like completely just thought up out. They're not knock who's their jokes. Some of these are story. Yo, tell that story. Yo, tell that story. Yeah, tell that story. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, he told me, nah, you could be the host bringing out the comedians. I don't know what I could be. We'll see. You could tell joke for sure. One of the gay doctor, the gay pulmonary doctor, that's in my set. You know what I mean? With some additive jokes into it. Once you tell a story, there's jokes in between the story that you can use to land. So the gay pulmonary specialist, y'all remember that story? That's in my set. With a little bit more added to it. The beautiful thing about storytelling jokes. I gotta send you my comedy special, Froze. Let me know what you think. Please do. Please do. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just with like storytelling and shit like that. There are truth to the stories, but when you're making jokes and shit, it's about fabricating and adding shit and stuff like that, which makes the shit even funnier. So I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working. I can't wait till the Bergs drop that one. I know Biggs is working on the Bergs episode 2 right now, so hopefully in a couple of days I have an idea when the next one coming out. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, it's 12:20. We 20 minutes in overtime. Hey, man, I want all of y'all to enjoy y'all weekend. Tomorrow, I'll be here. Not 10 a.m. sharp, not 10:15, maybe, but I just don't count on that. Y'all know 11 o'clock, 11:30 on Saturdays. I like to get a little extra 45 minutes of sleep and shit like that. But I will be here tomorrow. We'll watch the Chiller Battle. Maybe just my rounds. I don't know. Do a little watch party together tomorrow. Sunday, we'll figure it out. And then Monday, we doing the semifinals of the Song Battle Tournament. You know? So we locked in. And hopefully Monday, because I got somebody coming through this weekend to help me put together my set. Hopefully on Monday, I'll be shooting my morning show from my new set at the crib. Hopefully. Other than that, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all be safe. It was a great week this week, man. Feel accomplished. I do. Feel like we made a lot of progress this week on the channel. We did a lot of crazy things. And just opening the door for us to keep growing the platform and taking it to, to new heights, man. Everything you guys say, even the criticism, I read comments, it's motivating. The constructive criticism, I appreciate it too. Are you guys trying to help give me ideas or certain things to enhance certain things? I appreciate that, y'all. Y'all keep doing that, and I'll make sure I keep showing up for y'all. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will.
It's Big Froze, Big Froze. Big Froze, Big Froze. Now that you see it, they watch me like they watch the news.